right, it is Saturday, October 7th. I'm at Wood Lake in the Front Range near Augusta, and it's been, I think it's been like 3 weeks since I fished. Wow, I've been a while since I fished. Anyway, we've had some weather, and the weekends, the past 2 weekends have been terrible in terms of weather, so I haven't really been able to fish. But so I'm here. I fished this lake twice. The first time was 2 years ago in June, and I did very, very well. And then this year I fished it in June, and it was very difficult. Tough fishing. There's a few people fishing. I was the only one that seemed to be catching fish, and I only caught like I don't know, 2 or 3. I did hear a good report in August from a friend of mine, and it was supposed to be really, he did really good up here in a 2 or 3 day trip. So I'm going to give it another shot here. I did see some fish rising. It was quite a cold morning. I got up here about an hour ago, and it was 32 degrees. So I got the tube. It's just before 10 o'clock, and so I got both my rods. I got my Echo Stillwater rigged up, and what I've got is I've got an indicator and a floating line, a 12-foot leader, and the dropper is a small scud, and then on the point I have a chironomid. Alright, so one of the techniques I'm going to do today, because it is fall and we've had cold weather up here in the past couple weeks, is I'm going to try hanging a chironomid and the scud off under the indicator. My Echo Lago, I have it rigged up with my Scientific Angler's seamless density. It's a Sync 5 line. It's actually a Sync 3 head with a Sync 3 running line, and I've got about a 9-foot leader on it, and I've got on the point I have a tequila booby, and the dropper right there is a black blob. And with this sinking line and this leader, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try an English technique called pulling. And this booby, as you can see, it's got foam eyes, and the sinking line, what it'll do is the sinking line will pull it to the bottom. This is a fairly shallow lake. It's only maybe about 8 to 10 feet deep. So the sinking line will pull the leader down to the bottom, but these foam eyes on the boobies, it'll float off the bottom a few feet, and then as you retrieve it, it pulls the flies back down towards the bottom there. And then these eyes, they make a disturbance in the water, which the fish sense. So, and then the black blob is a different type of attractor. It's good for when the fish are feeding on zooplankton, and so we'll see. It's pretty effective in English still waters. I haven't really tried it a lot. I did a little bit of it in Maine, and it was effective. So we'll try it here to see if the fish are being finicky. So that's the situation. Like I said, it's right before 10 o'clock. I'm getting into the water now, so more to come. Alright, so I'm in the water. It's about 10 o'clock. I am a little concerned about water temperature. My fish finder here is showing 46 degrees. I was a little concerned about this. This lake is you know, it's only 20 acres, and it's only 20 acres, and it's relatively shallow. Like I say, the this east end here is fairly shallow. You know, 1 to 5 feet deep on the west half of this, or the east half, or the east third of this lake. And at its deepest point, the lake is probably you know, 8 to 10 feet, if that. And so I was a little concerned about the water temp up here being cold, and sure enough it is. So we'll just have to kind of make do with it, and hopefully as I kick out here, it'll warm up a little bit, and maybe with the sun, you know, ideally you'd want it 55 degrees, or, you know, between 50 and 60 degrees. So 46 degrees, a little bit on the cool side, but it is fall. So what it may mean, I expect the fish to be feeding. It may take an hour or two before I start before the fish really start feeding. We'll just have to see. It's sometimes in the fall like this, also in early season, it can take some time. The water needs to warm up a little bit before the fish really start actively feeding. So moral of the story is I'll try not to leave too early. So anyway, more to come. Well, I've been fishing for about 10 minutes. I've been pulling, and I just got one here. I've been pulling, and I got one here. I was fishing the hang, and he hit the booby. So I'm not real experienced with this method. It's something I tried a little bit in Maine, and I had some success with it. Haven't really experimented with it out here a lot, but yep, got him on the hang just as I was fixing to pick up and recast, which is good because it's something I'm not very good at, is fishing the hang. Good start though, nice fat fish. And he hit the booby. Now this is the type of fish this lake grows. It grows really nice cuts. The lake is fairly shallow, which means it's very productive, and it grows very nice fish. So back you go. I had a little bit of a drought here, and I got another one. Alright. Another nice fish. About 14 inches. He took the blob. This is a male. There we go. He just does not want to let me hold him. Okay, bud. Okay. There you go. That's a nice fish. Very nice fish. All right, back you go. Okay, it's it's between, I think, 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Kind of a challenging day up here. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the lake. The water's very cloudy. which is unusual in this lake. It shouldn't be that way. It's normally you can see the bottom, up to 7 or 8 feet, but not today. It's very cloudy. Visibility is it's probably only about 4 feet. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's because of we've had weather in here and the wind has maybe churned it up. The water temperature when I got in, this was 45 degrees. It's now 47 degrees. So it's a little on the cold side. One thought I had is maybe the lake is turning over, is in fall turnover, but it's a little early for that. It usually does, they usually turn over about 39 degrees water temperature, and it's 45, 47 degrees. So I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of perplexed at why it's cloudy. Not a lot of surface activity, a little bit, not a lot. There was a little bit more earlier. Hanging nymphs under an indicator is pretty much ineffective. I think I had one grab and that was it on it. All of my luck has come off pulling my Sync 5 with the booby and the blob. I've caught 2 nice fish and lost 3 more. So I haven't used the technique a lot. I'm still learning it. Let's see, I think both of the fish I caught were on the hang as I was getting ready to recast, and I've lost some fish doing that too. I'm still trying to figure out about the striking and what's a strike and what's a weed and all that good stuff, but I have actually had decent luck on it. There's a couple other people here. It's pretty slow fishing, but so I think I'm having some lunch right now, and I think what I'm going to do is after I finish lunch, I'm going to take my nymph and 2 indicator, or my 2 nymphs and the indicator off. I'm going to put my Versaleader on, my intermediate tip Versaleader. That'll make it a sink tip and a standard leader, and I'm going to throw on probably some sort of a leech, there's a fish right off to my left here. I'll throw on like a dark seal bugger or something, and what I'm thinking maybe with the visibility like it is, they want movement, but it needs to be big enough to see. So the 2 little nymphs I'm hanging under the indicator, I don't think fit the bill there. So yeah, I'm going to do that and keep fishing the booby and the blob with the sinking line and go from there. So we'll see how that produces. All right, it's after lunch here, and I put on that black seal bugger, and I've been trolling over here, and I've got another fish here. Crazy day. Very crazy day up here. Nice cut. Nice cut. All right. Another nice cut here. Oh yeah, he's nice. He's I don't know, he might go, this might be a 17-inch fish. He's very nice. All right, let's take a look at him. Nice fat fish. So the water temp's up to 49 degrees. Well, he's making a mess of things here. There we go. Look at that fish. Nice fish. Very nice cut. Very nice west slope. Alright, back you go, bud. There you go. Okay, it is recording. So it's about 3:40 and I'm headed in. And I've been dragging that seal bugger, that black seal bugger, or black and burgundy seal bugger, and I tied on on the dropper. I tied on another fly, a little Denny's Calabatus nymph, and just dragging it back as I'm headed in, and I got another fish. If I can get him in, this will be 4. Been slow up here today, but so he hit the Denny's Calabatus nymph. Another nice fish. There we go. All right. Good deal. Another very nice fish out. Wow. Oh. Boy, he's made a shamble of things though. Oh my goodness. All right, he made a mess of my leader, but here we go. Another great, nice fish. Beautiful fish. It's about 17 inches or so. Nice west slope. Another male. All right, back you go.